347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. The veteran Jason Sanders ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First carry for David Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Up the sideline to the 40. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll work this out to the 23. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Man. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's 1st and 10. The lefty right to the air to start. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now the 2nd-year man, Devon Achane. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Hill brought in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And a short pickup here. Brought down just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tua gonna give it to Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Patrick motioning here. Quick throw here is complete. Second and 7. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That's quickly out to Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end Smith. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In motion, it's Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll run with A-Chain. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Man in motion is Berrios. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. He'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is caught. What a throw. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now Montgomery. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. First and 10. Throwing here is Goff. This one caught by Patrick. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Patrick motioning here. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Goff to throw. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta.
And this is a great example of why staying on schedule and ahead of the sticks is so critical, because even after that big third down pickup, it's not enough for the first, and it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through. and they get 3.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Berrios. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Achane. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. It is 3rd and 10. Man in motion is Berrios. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. He gets that complete to Berrios. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Tungo Vailoa. That's over the middle, caught by Tyreek. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On the ground is Achane. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. A run up the middle with Achane, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or backside. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Reynolds now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this will be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 at a throw. Turned upfield. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks, but a solid pickup on that 1st down play.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Here's a give to Achane. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. In motion, it's Waddle. Third and long. And here's Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Reynolds now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with... Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. That's taken in by Achane.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And They've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Reynolds now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. He keeps it himself. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Second down and 8. Throwing is Tua. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
3rd and 2, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To the air again, Tagovailoa looking for Berrios downfield.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Again, it's Tua. He'll try to run for it. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. Tua gives it to Mostert. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with first and 10. Man in motion is Berrios. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the pistol, here's Achane. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. Man in motion is Berrios. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a first and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And this will be a Lions first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
That's a short one caught by Laporta.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's quickly out to Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here's a 2nd and 6. One more time for Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Man in motion is Berrios. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Here's Tua now on second down. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Achane. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. You take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Man in motion is Berrios. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Tua now on third down. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to be fourth down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run right here. It's Achane. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Throwing on second down. Goff. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. Man in motion is Berrios. Now, H.A. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now Tua. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
Man in motion is Berrios. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To throw is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He's going to take a shot down the field.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. You'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
This brought in out past the 20. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Berrios. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. Now it's Tua. That's complete. It's Waddle. To throw is Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Third and long. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Raymond going to return it, and it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll toss it here to Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Miami.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's second down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's to the right side and incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. They run on the jet sweep. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Montgomery. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll run. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now this team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Tua. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
Hill brought in motion. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick, and they walk away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.